Welcome children again, and today we are going to proceed with the chapter adjectives which we did in the last class, and that time you might have learnt about adjective and its kinds, and today we will do another topic, that is comparison of adjectives. See here, three examples are given. Raju is a tall boy. Sibu is taller than Raju. Debu is the tallest of all. So when I say Raju is a tall boy, in this sentence the adjective tall simply tells that Raju is tall without comparing with another. Means we are not comparing with anyone, rather we are only telling about Raju that he is a tall boy. Shibu is taller than Raju. Here the adjective taller simply tells that Shibu is taller in comparing with Raju. That means we are comparing Shibu and Raju. So we are trying to say that Shibu is taller than Raju. So we are comparing here. So we are using the word taller. Debu is the tallest of all. Now in this sentence the adjective tallest simply tells that Debu is the tallest of the three boys. That means no one is as tall as Debu. So he is the one of all that he is the tallest if you compare with everyone there. So in the first sentence, Raju is a tall boy, we call it a positive degree because we are not comparing with anyone. In the second sentence, we are comparing the two objects, so we call it comparative degree. When we compare between the two, we call it comparative degree. And when we are comparing more than two, that is maybe 3, 4, whatever number it will be, we call it superlative degree. So when we are not comparing, we say positive. When we are comparing between the two, we call it comparative. When we are comparing more than two, we call it superlative degree. Formation of comparative and superlative degree. Most adjectives of one syllable by adding, like we are adding er and est. Like if I say bold, okay, what will the comparative? Bolder, and superlative will be boldest. Cold will become colder, coldest. In case of aged person or vintage substances, so when it is something old related to some drink or some person, when we speak of, we use the word old, older, oldest, it is used. In case of family relation, we call it old, elder, eldest is used. When the positive ends in E, we are adding R or ST at the end. Like able, okay, it is ending with E, so we are using abler, ablest. Late, later, latest. Now late, later, latest in relation to time, okay, means later, here late, later, latest is used to denote order or position. Like in the first case, when I say late, later, latest, so later, it refers to that something which happened, okay, afterwards, and latest we call which is latest, which is current. But when I say late, latter, last, so here we are dealing last here, that is late, later, we are dealing with the position, okay. So later means last is the last and latter is what is placed after the first one. So this way we are telling about the position. So there we use late, latter, last, but when we are talking about time, we say late, later, latest, okay. When the positive ends in a consonant preceded by a vowel, the consonant is doubled before adding er or est. Like when I say big, it is bigger, biggest. Then thick, thicker, thickest. So the consonant is not doubled. So when it is ending with a consonant that is like G or K, here we are not doubling it, means we are not repeating the same letter. So the consonant is not doubled in comparative and superlative degrees if there are two consonants or two vowels before a consonant in positive degree. When the positive ends in Y, okay, preceded by consonant, the Y is changed into I before adding er or est. For example, busy, okay, it is ending with Y, so we are making it busier, busier, and busiest. Note, Y is not changed when there is a vowel before it, okay. So this is very important thing which you should learn or notice, that when we are having Y at the end, like in the above case busy, before Y it was not a consonant, but after before Y it was consonant letter, that is S, so Y has changed. But next example, gray, you find that before Y there is a vowel word, that is E. So here we are finding that Y has not changed. So grayer, grayest. So whenever before Y you have a consonant, Y will change. But if you have a vowel letter before Y, that Y will remain as it is. Now adjectives of two syllables or more than two syllables form the comparative and superlative by adding more and most before them. Like for example, when I say beautiful, okay, so here more beautiful, most beautiful. Some comparative and superlatives are different from the positive. Like good will change to better and best, far will become further and farthest. Now for, further, furthermore, furthest or furthermost. So these all, okay, changes are there which are very different from the positive degree. So here when I say far, means we are relating to distance, that is far. So farther, more, farther means more than the distance we are talking about. Or here when I say further, further, it means we are relating to the time, means to something that which has gone more ahead. Little, few. Little is used with uncountable nouns and few is used with countable nouns. Like a little oil is left in the bottle. So a few players were still practicing in the field. Now here one thing, when I say little, it means nothing, means it is almost nothing. But when I say a little, it is a positive thing, means something is there. Similarly, few, if I say it is very small amount, it is equal to nothing. But a few means there were some. Much or many. Much is an adjective of quantity, whereas many is adjective of number. So much is used for adjective of quantity and many is used for adjective of number. There isn't much milk in the fridge. There aren't many students in the school today. So much is used for uncountable nouns and aren't for, many for countable nouns. So children, your homework is that you have to revise the chapter along with the examples and you have to do the given exercises 1, 2, 3 which has been given at the end of the chapter. So you may take your own time and do whenever you are free to do it. Till then, thank you.